Nanyosha mikono yangu juu, naisifu nchi yangu maarufu. Nanyosha mikono yangu juu, naisifu nchi yangu maarufu. Hello, hello Tanzania. Hello, hello upendo wa kweli.
The CPTM Smart Partners Hub in London on 26th of September. It's Friday. It's about 1 o'clock, and I would like to inform you before we go any further about the joint effort that we made in relation to fixing the new dates for the Smart Partnership International Dialogue in South Africa, which were supposed to be October 2014, but they have been changed to April 2015. In fact, there will be a note from His Excellency and from joint dialogue conveners, myself and Dr. Lovisi, to all the smart partners in relation to the specific dates in April, which most likely will be 23rd to 26th of April 2015. So, once again, the dialogue, international dialogue on smart partnership will take place in April, most likely 23rd to 26th of April 2015 in South Africa. Now, in the last few weeks, since middle of August, we have been alerting everybody that there was a need for further time to prepare the smart partnership interactions, particularly with our counterparts, South African smart partners. And although one would have been able to organize obviously a meeting, we would have liked to have more time for specific interactions in relation to the leveraging technological change for socio-economic transformation, as we have been following it since Dar es Salaam 2013. So therefore, we have also informed you that we would like very much to have to intensify the feedback from the national smart partnership interactions in relation to the leveraging technology through smart partnership, and we'd like feedback, if possible, before the end of November, so that the dialogue is being enriched more than it would have been if it was to have taken place in October. Secondly, the usual traditional think tanking of smart partners and CPTM members is taking place on 1st, 2nd, and the AGM of CPTM members on 3rd of December 2014 at the Hub in London. Now, the think tanking, smart partner think tanking, will specifically focus on more in-depth dimensions which have to be explored in a think tanking mode in relation to science technology advice, and also in relation to open data, open policy making, and all the implications, both technology-wise as well as any other implications in relation to civil service and Bureau of Standards and central bank governors, etc. So that is what is going to be focused on the think tanking, and that will follow actually the single issue think tanking that took place at the hub at the beginning of July, led by the central bank governors. So it only remains for me to say that the general smart partnership principles and the practice as they were tested and evident recently in Namibian context are being also probably tested in a more global geopolitical context, as we all know. And because of that, even more requirement is for understanding how to make things work, solving complex problems in a very, very complex world. And we will probably need to make more effort to guide the understanding of the dynamics of complex systems, which are systems and situations otherwise which are surrounding us and which we are caught or we have to manage and to deal with every other day. So we've been in touch, for instance, with some of the very well-known, reputable and experienced professionals, such as Yanir Bar-Yam, who is president of New England Complex Systems Institute, and who is very much preoccupied in the last 30 years with dynamics of complex systems. But specifically, his work and his experience has relevance to a large network, distributed network, which if they were to probably be engaged in smart partnership relations and connections, probably the complexity that individuals are dealing with nowadays would be more manageable. So very much recommend the understanding of complex situations that we are dealing with and highly interconnected. The work by Professor Yanir Bar-Yam. Many great things are taking place in UN. Commonwealth also met on the margin of the UN, and we just had hot from the press the news that the Commonwealth heads of government who were participating at the United Nations, they agreed on a statement for the post-2015 development agenda. We also had one or two other news, very great news from our members, those who are leading the graphene developments, both in research as well as in developing new engineering innovation approaches to graphene from Manchester. About a week ago, a new center. There is no other center globally up to now. A new center for engineering and innovation has been launched on 10th of September within the context of their Graphene Institute and Graphene Research, which is a leading or the leading institutions worldwide. Now, the reason why that is important is because the engineering aspects related to graphene are not being known. They are being explored and developed as we speak. So those who are interested in new materials, in particular in graphene, and particularly in graphene applications, probably they should look forward to, hopefully, a more in-depth discussion about this center and all what it takes to adventure into this new area when we are discussing with Ivan Buckley, who promised to tell us more about it. So for the moment, I will attract your attention to various reading tips that have been attached, which are connected with smart partners links of one kind or another, and also in relation to the aspects related to finance inequality, or finally, once again, the world order, or one would say how to manage the likely in appearance world disorder, once again, complexity systems and ways of understanding distributed networks and how to apply smart partnership to them might be of an interest to all of us very soon. Have a nice weekend.